Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be doing episode 6 of Lost Civilization or Colonization Start Over. So let's begin. So first over here, Dark Red Team is going to get mad and start attacking Yellow Team. They begin by pushing it over here. The Yellow Team was not ready for this, so we get pushed back pretty far. And for some reason not on that coast. Never mind, they did. And they made a small naval landing over here. Quickly taking over this part. Before Yellow Team finally gets ready and pushes them back pretty goodly. Yellow Team now officially makes them stop attacking. So let's see the peace treaty. So in this treaty we have written getting this and this, but not anything else. But now we see the purple team unites with this lavender-like team. Yeah, it's lavender. Just now, let's figure out what's going on over here. So, dark red team decides to attack brown team. He begins by swiftly attacking up here, taking over all this. So now, they can take over this. I don't know what I'm doing here with the line, but just that's taken over. They surround this area and take over as well. And take out this surrounded area too. Our brown team surrenders. So let's see the peace treaty. The brown team just barely keeps their output to the sea on this main end. They also get back this, but nothing else. But they also lose this and this. But get this. And pink team, surprisingly, despite no participation, takes a small bit as well in this peace treaty. We're here on a small little bit. So now we have a much weaker brown team, and heading over here to North America. A new thing has formed over here. Alternative museum color isn't used yet. Gray team forms over here. It's landlocked right now, but it'll quickly expand over here in South America. It does not head towards the water. Instead, southward. And they start heading a bit northward and then towards the water a bit, but don't go much further than that. Now we're going to head back over here. Dark blue team decides it wants to attack this team over here. So they begin with this. But they were amazed at their powers. They quickly take over that, like naval invasion into modern day Denmark. As you may see now, dark blue team will quickly surrender, and let's see a peace treaty over here. So we got them losing a bit. But they only really lose their Scandinavian part and Denmark. Because now this team unites with this team. And maybe you can start doing a thing where we have like our capitals as like a dark yellow color. So let's see where the capital of this one will be. Set the capital to 1. And good one. That's giant. Let's see. Their capital will be over here. Oh, it's tiny. That's too big. Sell the capitals. Hold on. Okay, I'm just going to set up here instead. So no, over here. Okay, I'll be right back when I got them all. Okay, so as you may see, we're going to be using layers to show or hide the capitals. As you may see, you can turn it on and off. You can turn this off, but that's useless. So yeah. Now let's head over here and begin back with our stuff. So first, this should be 2 pixels. So gray team, this gray team, continue to expand. This over here, yellow team barely expands. I get stopped by Sahara Desert mostly. Dark red team also expands a bit. As red team agrees to take this panhandle away, green team, which does not include their capital, as they are down below Sahara now and they can actually expand here. They do not know what Madagascar exists yet though. And up here, black team has decided to invade this team. So first they take over all this little panhandle. Like quickly they approach the capital. As you may see, our purple team invades as well. The dark blue team gets involved now and begins to attack black team and sends help for this team as they now take back this and invade further into these nations. This dark blue team now makes a hard push. But black team strikes back, taking back this whole thing while they aren't looking. As they take over this all. They get very close to their capital. As black team begins surrender. So let's see the peace treaty. So this team gets this. As you may see over here. Oops. Well, that's not working either. Oh, 1 second. There. Purple team gets this piece. Black team gets this. Dark blue team gets this piece as well. And that's what happened after that. Now, heading back over down here. We got pink team invading brown team, and unfortunately their capital's there goes to 4. Pink team quickly makes a large offensive and surrounds the capital. As you may see, as they expand further around and take the capital and around team surrender. So let's see what the peace treaty is. So pink team takes this and a bit of this. And brown team is forced to move their capital over to here. That's not their land. Over to here. So now let's see what's going to happen next. So they're going. Blue team's going to invade green team. They could make a large offensive over here. As red team decides that this is their chance to get their land back. So they begin attacking down here, taking out a large amount of area. Or they eventually get both of them get very close to the capital. So we see. As they both surround it. And green team eventually decides to surrender. So let's see our peace tree over here. Green team no longer exists. It's going to be split by the two. Blue team gets this part. While red team gets this part. And we're going to have to remove this from the map. So now, yellow team is going to invade once again dark red team. First to make offensive over here. But they quickly annihilate it all. So let's see what the peace treaty is. So I take over all this. Actually, no, they take over this. And this. Which forces Dark Red Team to move their capital over to here. Boom. Alright, so now we're going to head back over here once again. As our gray team begins expanding down here a bit. Lima bean looking team expands more. That's what the first looking looks like lima bean color. So now we are going to also see a Islander team will decide to try to get back independent. So we begin over here, and this football seems to be in two nations, this nation and this nation. They quickly expand. And eventually they decide to just let it exist. So let's see what its size is. That's, oh, that was not supposed to happen. It's pretty big size. Let's really close this gap. Oh, let's place its capital somewhere up here. So now over here, pink team is going to expand. Then boom, red team attacks. They take over this quickly. Oops. I found the wrong layer the whole time. Oops. Well, I'll be right back. Okay, I fixed all the layer mayhem that was going on. Only 6, so let's head back to what was supposed to happen. One team begins expanding over here, but red team begins attack. Start by taking over this small area and move in over here. And so quickly get back more and more land. Pink team also runs back. No, purple team starts invading. And the pink team. As pink team quickly expands to save its land. But nope, it was not enough as red team takes over all of it. Let's see our peace treaty. The red team gets all this. Pink team gets this back. You may see. Red team also gets a bit of this stuff. Officially making pink team landlocked. So now let's see what happens next. I think over here, yellow team is getting powerful. That's not good. So let's do this. We'll have a revolution. This is getting too big. So this team over here. Got the tan team. Got the little cyan looking team. Oops. Got the let's see, got the light gray team. And finally, they get this back, but not for long as light blue team. Well, it's kind of basically sky blue, whatever blue. It's just blue. So now they've been forward pushed back by rebels. There. So we need to give them capitals. This one is going to be capital here, this one here, this one here, this one here. Hopefully this one won't try to rebel. Or will it? Dun. Instead, rebels and decides to come part of this team. Yay. So now our new lavender team is not doing anything right now. Red team is going to get invaded by blue team now. The team quickly begins over here, swiftly taking over all this land and very close to capital. But at the same time, they're being invaded. First black team begins invading them, quickly invading over here. As followers, red team pushes back a bit and makes their capital a bit safer. As they let black team take over this, giving them their new earnings. It's now light gray team pushes into here, and sky blue team pushes over here. Approaching the capital as red team takes back more. And so now we got, first of all, this team has fallen. And then this team starts invading light gray team. As this team also starts invading this team and this team. Dark red team quickly gets close to this very light blue team's capital. As very light blue team takes over this end. Yellow team invades this one and this one. Quickly taking over this area. There's a lot happening right now. And they also invade dark red team. Meanwhile, gray team just got ended. Let's show that. Dark red team, well, the super light blue team decides to team up with the sky blue team. Take over this and take back its land. As now dark red team falls. Let's show that. And then it comes back. Yeah. Oops. And I just almost made the same mistake. So let's make its capital magically come back. Let's see, black team continues invading. As red team finally makes blue team surrender. Let's see the peace treaty over here. So, this part gets taken back by blue team. Red team loses this. Black team also only gets this amount. Dark red team gets a bit more back, plus this back. Light gray team returns. Actually, no, it doesn't. Instead, this part gets eaten by sky blue. And boom, that's the peace treaty. Also, black gets this. And I think that's gonna end it for this video. I gotta get rid of this capital. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. See you next one. Goodbye for now.